Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 26th of September until the 2nd of October 2016. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Devil. You are feeling that the temptation of a certain relationship, pastime or other form of pleasure is too hard to resist, it's almost addictive. Question your motives. These sorts of situations aren't generally good news. You may also have rather low self-esteem at this time and feel that there's not much hope for the future. Don't doubt your abilities, try to be more positive. Think carefully, you can still change direction. This card also represents the hidden forces of negativity that constrain you and that trick you into thinking you are imprisoned by external forces ultimately out of your control. The Devil is an inner force within each of us. He represents our fears, addictions, and other harmful impulses. He is a master of deception and creates the illusion that you are involuntarily bound to him. However, the figures in this card are free to remove the chains from around their necks, indicating that they have freely given the Devil any power he has over them. Ask yourself where you are feeling stuck or restricted in your life. You may be tricked into believing that you are being controlled by external forces when in fact you have created your own chains of imprisonment and powerlessness. A sense of hopelessness can accompany the Devil. You feel despair and have a pessimistic view of life because you feel that so much is outside of your control. You fear the worst, and this means that your fears have a hold over you and prevent you from leading a more fulfilling and optimistic life. What are the addictions or attachments restraining you from experiencing the freedom of the Fool? Are you giving yourself over to the illusion of helplessness and despair? Know that you have the power within to free yourself from the bondage of the Devil. The Devil often reflects actual addictions and dependencies in your life, such as alcoholism, drug taking, unhealthy relationships, and overspending. You think you need something and you are willing to go against what you know to be right and true in order to obtain it. You need to break free of these negative patterns of behavior by acknowledging the hold that they have over you and the negative impact they are having on your life. Often they are behaviors that are immediately gratifying but which cause longer-term damage to your inner fulfillment. More generally, the Devil indicates that you are becoming obsessed and hell-bent on a particular idea, situation or endeavor. You are over-investing yourself in one area at the expense of other areas of your life. Often, the Devil card represents an over-dependence on material wealth. You may have become so fixated on becoming a millionaire or owning a fancy car that you have forgotten the importance of investing in your relationships or yourself. You have generated a belief that value lies in how much you earn or how much you own. You have created an unhealthy bond with these materialistic desires and you are now being controlled by this bondage. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Fool. What you most want at this time is just to be happy, and you are searching for the one thing that will bring happiness. You desire a new start but feel unsure of what you want or where you want to go. Romantically, you may have mixed feelings about someone. Part of you wants to enter the relationship wholeheartedly, part of you wants to hold back. So if you are in a relationship that empowers you, then stay; if not, it is time to move on. This is also a card of potential, new beginnings and innocence. This card shows the highest potential for your life, reaching a state of renewal and new beginnings, where each day is an adventure and each moment is lived to the fullest. The Fool card represents the beginning of all creativity and a desire to accomplish new goals, or to, at least, start the process of working towards those goals. The Fool indicates that anything can happen and the opportunities are just waiting to be taken advantage of. The Fool represents the need to set forth on a new journey, one that is completely unknown and will take you to uncharted territories. The Fool is all about new experiences, personal growth, development and adventure. The Fool card asks you to take a leap of faith and to trust in the universe, in that if you begin a new journey, you will find success. This Fool lives a carefree life, free from worry and anxiety. He does not seem to mind if he does not really know what lies ahead. The Fool card may represent a choice to be made, one of vital importance. However, there are always many different options available and the choice must be made wisely. If you are facing a decision or moment of doubt, the Fool encourages you to believe in yourself and follow your heart, no matter how crazy or foolish your impulses may seem. This is a time when you need to truly believe and have faith in where the universe is taking you. The Fool is an excellent card to meditate on if you are experiencing a lot of fear in your life. The Fool enhances courage, risk-taking and the creative expression needed to open up new areas in your life. The Fool is always whole, healthy and without fear. He is the spirit of who we are, the spirit expressed and experienced as wonder, awe, curiosity and anticipation. We never know what is in the future, but like the Fool we must blindly go forward. You need to trust that you are a spirit born into flesh to enjoy life and grow in experience. Take a chance and see what happens. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Empress. You are feeling insecure, perhaps have money worries, concerns over your children or maybe an unplanned pregnancy. There are people around you who love and care for you and they will give you support. Try not to be overprotective and do not resort to emotional blackmail, it won't do you any favors. This card also suggests a loss of personal power through placing too much emphasis on another person's emotional or material needs, thus neglecting your own. This card may also indicate some indecisiveness concerning others and confusion about the direction a relationship may be taking. You may also be finding it difficult to work cooperatively with others. The reason for this lack of harmony is likely to be within you and therefore introspection is required. The Empress suggests that you are feeling very challenged because you do not have an avenue to express your true thoughts and feelings and you are obliged to bottle a lot of it up inside. Have you got a close friend in whom you can confide? You need to share your feelings with someone so that you can understand them and get in touch with your inner self. This card can also suggest a dependence on other people's feelings, indicating that you may be playing a waiting game now to see how your partner reacts and what emotion he or she displays. It is best not to do this but instead work through your own emotions independently of him or her. If you are struggling in a relationship, the first step for you is to take some time to yourself in order to restore your energy levels and your belief in yourself. Unfortunately, your past relationships have impacted how you see yourself and your ability to truly love and trust another person. As a result, You may be doubting your inner beauty and losing your inspiration for creating beautiful, loving relationships. You may also be overprotective of someone you love, and this is straining your relationship. Be mindful that you are not becoming a smothering, demanding mother. Are you mothering your partner, friends, or family too much? Be careful not to overdraw on the characteristics of the upright Empress. You may need to follow the example of the High Priestess who listens to her inner psyche for the answers. More generally, the Empress indicates that you are feeling discontented because something is missing or lacking in your life, or because you want to find something creative, meaningful or fulfilling to do but you do not know what. This card can indicate a creative block. You may find your mood is depressed or negative. Work can feel laborious and mundane. This is not a time to think, act or do. You are already overloaded and mental pursuits will not give you what you need. Further attempts to follow your intellect or reasoning mind will only cause frustration or lead you astray. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the World. Success, fulfillment and conclusion are near at hand, the successful outcome to a venture, satisfaction in a relationship and efforts rewarded. This culmination of events indicates material wealth and greater spiritual awareness. You may choose to buy the dream house, or a wonderfully fulfilling relationship is on offer. So, enjoy it. All of your efforts are finally paying off and you have reached the end of a journey or have completed a major life cycle. You have endured hardships and challenges along the way, but these have only made you stronger and significantly wiser and more experienced than when you first started on your journey. A long-term project, period of study, relationship, or career has come full circle and you are now feeling a sense of closure as well as achievement and accomplishment. It could represent a graduation, a marriage, the birth of a child, or the attainment of a long-held dream or aspiration. You have finally accomplished your goal or purpose. Everything has come together, and you are in the right place, doing the right thing, achieving what you have envisioned, and feeling fulfilled and complete. In this sense, the World card also heralds new beginnings that naturally emerge out of the completion cycle. There will also be well-earned praise, celebration and success for your achievements. And if there is not, then you had better organize something because you have worked incredibly hard to get here. All of your hard work, devotion, and planning has finally paid off, and it is well worth celebrating. If you have not quite reached this point of completion, you are very close. You need to attain a degree of understanding that enables you to graduate to a higher level and enjoy real success. This rare time of culmination must be identified and honored. Look at the past month, 6 months, year, and think about how far you have come and what you have achieved. You may be quite surprised at your progress and how much you have worked towards completing the cycle of success. You may also see the projects you are currently working on have even better results than expected. The World also represents a period where you can see the entire process or system for what it is and you understand your place within that system. This card is about a deeper understanding of your role and your impact within a certain environment and where you truly fit. This card can also point to a strong feeling of unity and wholeness with the world or in a particular situation. Everything is starting to fall into place and you can be one with the situation. You will be more involved in your community or interests. You have a strong desire to contribute, to give back, or to use a special gift or talent to help make the world a better place. You are coming from a good place now of love, knowledge and experience, and you are ready to share this with others. From a more literal perspective, the World can indicate world travel, particularly on a large scale. You may be lucky enough to be embarking on a 6-month overseas trip, or are working/studying/living overseas for an extended period of time. Similarly, this card reinforces universal understanding and global awareness. Wherever you will go, you will encounter new experiences and welcoming hosts who will embrace you and invite you into their worlds. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Hermit. You are at risk of doing something hasty out of impatience and rage. This is not a time for irrational and impulsive behavior. Don't be arrogant and resentful. Try and remain calm and let the rage go. Take time to make a cool and collected decision. The Hermit signals a warning not to make hasty decisions. On the other hand, this card also encourages you to create more time and space so that you can meditate and reflect on your spiritual self. It is time to go more deeply into your inner being and rediscover your greater meaning and purpose on this earth. You may have been so busy dealing with the day-to-day issues that you have forgotten to reflect inwardly and listen to your inner voice. The Hermit asks you to search deep within your soul to help you find your way again and to focus on rebuilding yourself on a spiritual level. If you have already been spending a lot of time reflecting on your inner self, then the appearance of the Hermit may suggest that you are spending too much time alone in excessive isolation. You are literally becoming a hermit and cutting yourself off from others. While this period is helping you on a spiritual level, you may be feeling temporarily isolated and alone. Do not underestimate the value of staying connected with others, even while you are going through your own spiritual journey. Be mindful, too, of other people's needs. You do not want to become so absorbed in yourself and your personal dilemmas that you shut out your family and friends. In a relationship reading, the Hermit can indicate unwelcome isolation. For example, one person may want to be alone or may be withdrawing from the relationship, while the other person wants to deepen the connection. You will need to respect each other's request for space but also be there to support as appropriate. Alternatively, the idea of being alone and on your own is so daunting and unappealing at this time that you do everything in your power to stay together. Even if there are challenges in the relationship, you both do not want to be apart from each other, as separation will only bring a feeling of emptiness. It is almost too soon to be apart and you still both want to work things out together. If you have separated already, then the Hermit may indicate that you are ready to explore a reconnection, as you have found that you have had long enough on your own. If you are currently single, you may be growing tired of being alone, and instead strongly desire a relationship or close connection at this time. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Death. This is a transformational time for you. However turbulent or perhaps distressing some of the events in your life may be, endings always leave room for brand new beginnings. This is a fresh start in life for you. Embrace it and live every day as though it were your last. Life is for living. The Death is also the symbol of an ending of a major phase or aspect of your life that may bring about the beginning of something far more valuable and important. You must close one door in order to open another. You need to put the past behind you and part ways, ready to embrace new opportunities and possibilities. It may be difficult to let go of the past at times, but you will soon see how important it is so that you can bring renewal and transformation into your life. If you resist these necessary endings, you may experience pain, both emotionally and physically, but if you exercise your creative imagination and visualize a new possibility, you allow more constructive patterns to emerge. Similarly, Death indicates a time of significant transformation, change and transition. You need to profoundly transform yourself and clear away any of the old in order to bring in the new. Any change at this time should be welcomed as a positive, cleansing, transformative force in your life. The death and clearing away of limiting factors can open the door to a wider, more satisfying experience of life. The death card contains elements of a sudden and unexpected change. You may feel as though you are caught in the path of sweeping change and cannot escape its effects. Though the immediate thought is toward the negative, an end need not mean failure. The loss could be a series of unexpected surprises that bring an end to a period of turmoil or problems. You feel you can no longer go along with the status quo and want things to change radically. Many changes are going to take place to enable a new direction to emerge. Finally, death is an indication that you need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments in your life to pave the way to a fuller, more fulfilled life of deeper meaning and significance. Death teaches you to let go of outworn and outgrown ways of life and move forward. This is a perfect card to use to break a bad habit or pattern of behavior. This is a time of eliminating excess and cutting out what is not necessary in your life. This may be a good time to purge old belongings, memories and baggage that is getting in your way. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Strength. This card comes to you because you need to know that you're stronger than you realize. You can definitely handle your current situation. However, instead of powering through it, you're better off with an approach of compassion, kindness, and gentleness. The strength that this situation calls for comes from the softness of spiritual strength. Your strength and effectiveness increase as you believe in yourself and your ability to grow from the experiences you have in life. Look upon challenges as opportunities to learn and apply your knowledge and magical touch. Additional meanings of this card: patience, forgiveness, the courage of your convictions. Use honey instead of vinegar. Archangel Ariel is the angel of the spirit of nature. Because Ariel is so close to the earth, she helps with day-to-day material needs of home, food, clothing, and so forth. Call upon Ariel for strength and support if you're worried about finances or desperate situations.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.